What's up, everybody? So this video is about the Atlanta child murders case as well, just like the one previous to it. This one is also from 11alive.com and is linked in the description below. This article states, former prosecutor stands behind his belief that Wayne Williams was connected to the Atlanta child murders. In the previous video, we talked about how there was DNA evidence that was being tested about a year and a half ago at a crime lab in Utah. But a lot of the families of the victims do not believe that Wayne Williams is guilty, and they want to know for sure. They want to know who absolutely committed this crime. About a year and a half ago, the mayor of Atlanta gave a press conference stating that she was going to reopen the case, look at the case, do new DNA testing, and even expand the timeline from 1970 to 1985. But the families have not been notified of any updates of anything that's been done in over a year. Now, this particular story is about the prosecutor that says he believes that Wayne Williams is guilty, and of course, he's going to do that. And again, I'm not saying Wayne Williams is innocent. I'm just saying that if there's any doubt whatsoever, if the families are saying that they don't believe he did it, they absolutely need to find out who did it. If Wayne Williams did it, he did it. If he didn't do it, the right person needs to be sitting in prison. This article states, it's been a year and a half since the city of Atlanta revealed it was retesting DNA evidence in the Atlanta child murders case. So far, it hasn't said anything about the results. A former prosecutor is standing firm in his belief that Wayne Williams is connected to those deaths, even as Wayne Williams' new defense attorney insists he's innocent. Now, Wayne Williams was never convicted of killing any of the children. He was convicted of killing 2 adult men. While Williams was convicted of killing 2 adult men, he was never charged in the children's deaths. Prosecutors said evidence connected him, but decided against charging him in the children's deaths because he was already facing life in prison for killing the men. He understands the intrigue that surrounds the case decades after he helped close it. However, he said that doesn't change the facts. Most people are totally unfamiliar with what I am telling you right now. At the time, the district attorney's office case was built around fibers that matched Wayne Williams' home, car, and family dog that were found on the victims' bodies. Now, I'm not saying that isn't the case, but if that is the case, they definitely should have tried him in court for those murders. They stated in another article that they wanted to spare the families of a trial. I fully believe that the families would have sat through a trial to make sure that they had the right person in prison. They would want justice for their children that were murdered. And if that meant sitting through a trial, I fully believe they would have done that to see Wayne Williams, you're guilty of killing my child. I fully believe that the families would have sat through that, would have wanted to sit through that to see the justice they are getting for their children. If the district attorney's office back then tried Wayne Williams for these murders and found Wayne Williams guilty of these murders, none of this would probably be going on today. Most people didn't sit through a 9-week trial. They haven't seen all of the evidence. They don't understand the fiber evidence and the strength of it. However, defense attorney for Wayne Williams questions the investigator's conclusions. She states she doesn't think the prosecution proved its case. He was truly convicted in the media and by social and political pressure, not by evidence, which is an absolute travesty. His case is a perfect example of what can and does go wrong in the court system when it is driven not by scientific evidence and not by facts, but by public perception and misunderstanding. The former Atlanta mayor reopened the investigation into the Atlanta child murders a year and a half ago, and police sent 2 DNA samples to a specialty lab in Utah. At the time he became a suspect, we didn't know he was the right person, and then the more we looked at it, the more we looked at the fibers, the more people came forward, the more it was clear that he was the man. That's the person that prosecuted the case. Williams was denied parole in 2019. He will be next eligible in 2027. The APD said the case is still active and open. So again, a lot of news coming out towards the end of this year on Wayne Williams after not hearing anything since the Atlanta mayor said she would be doing the DNA testing, getting the DNA testing done in this case. We haven't heard anything since until now, until the last couple of months. So I want to know what you think. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you again soon.